Hey everybody, it is time to do my favorite Tier 4 ship, and it is the battleship, the Soviet battleship Nikolai the First, with Lev Gawler as the commander. I have him maxed out at rank 16 Legendary 4. Have a basic accuracy build set up that you can see right here. For inspirations, I have Andrew Cunningham for Concentrated Devastation, which improves the battleship main battery shell grouping, and then I have Charles Madden, which improves the main battery traverse speed and the main battery reload time. And this is a devastating combination along with Aiming Systems Mod 1 in the one and only upgrade slot on the ship. Alright, so with that, let's get into the gameplay. You can see that the match is basically all cruisers and all battleships, and we are down one ship already. So one of our cruisers got taken out. It was probably a dev strike. It is almost 4 minutes in, so a third of the match is pretty much gone right here. So let's see if this ship, being my favorite, if there's any way that it could make a difference. So one single hit right there on the Konigsberg, and we only got 3,000 damage, so it doesn't look all that accurate at this point, but we are putting on the brakes, and we don't really want to get out there too far just yet at this point. And we are targeting the Konigsberg yet again, and he is pretty much almost broadside. If I can get the target back on the Konigsberg, maybe we can take him out right here. So this looks like a pretty good shot actually, and the Nikolai the First is a devastating ship. My buddy Duck on Quack was the one that gave me the heads up about the Nikolai. I didn't really believe it. He told me about it, and sure enough, it was a great ship, and I ended up maxing out Lev Gawler to 16, not 4, just based on the performance of the ship at the lower rank. So this is a devastating ship, as you saw there with that takeout of the Konigsberg. And here there is a Konig that is completely broadside to us, and this has a potential for some big damage right here. And just after a couple salvos, we are up to 24,000 damage right here, and it looks like another salvo will take this guy out. And but we did even up the match with taking out that Konigsberg right there, that cruiser. So yeah, there's another cruiser over here on the left. So if we can finish off the Koenig, we can concentrate on that other cruiser down there. And this guy really does look like he's going to be gone, and I don't even focus on him anymore. He is gone. I'm on the Duguay Troen, and looks like he is broadside as well. So definitely like to see that. He did disappear, which I don't like to see. And yeah, maybe we can take this guy out and get a dev strike right here. And let me see, we are almost reloaded, and it looks like he's still going broadside. There is a Ganget right there, and that is going to help him out. Looks like he's angled out a little bit, so I did aim up a little higher because of his angled situation. Let's see if we can compensate and get some hits. They look pretty good, and yeah, a bunch of hits right there, and we're up to 32,000 damage. So that is looking pretty good. We have 2 destroyed ships already, and this early in the game with 2 destroyed ships, I guess a Kraken would be nice, right? Everyone likes a Kraken. Here's Firutaka, and this looks like this is a sweet deal for a broadside dev strike right there. And I'm hoping that I was able to get those shots off while maintaining my aim, and it was a ricochet. So no, he disappeared on me, and there was no joy on that salvo. And then now the Ganget is starting to go on us, and 4 seconds to go on to reload. So the Charles Madden quicker reload time is definitely helping out, I gotta think. And this looks pretty good right here. And of course, as soon as I'm not focused on the Firutaka and take a shot at the Ganget, of course the Firutaka shows up again. And we did take over 12,000 damage on the Ganget though. So we are racking up quite a bit of damage here. Match is almost over with. Now the Ganget is still going broadside. This is awesome. The one problem with the Nikolai, if it's a problem, is you only have 3 of the emergency repair parties, not the repair parties. The heal booster is the middle guy, so you only have 3 of those. So if they are aware of that, if the red team is aware of that and keeps lighting you on fire, you're going to run out of the fire extinguisher right there, that damage control party consumable. And so now we're down to 2. They keep lighting us on fire. We are going to run out of those, and then we're going to burn down. So here comes a torpedo strike on us, and apparently these torpedoes, 6 hits right there on that salvo. So that was a pretty good percentage of hits. And we do get 1 torpedo ran into us there. And so I guess I'm just taking the torpedo hits, kind of like a boxer, just taking the jabs so that I can give him a left hook or something like that. And there's the the-jaguar. And that aircraft carrier pilot really is something, because he's going in both directions on me. And luckily he's not causing any floods. So if it were a certain kind of torpedo from a certain country, you'd have to worry about the floods. There, I took a look, not a shot, but a look at the Ganget. He's going behind the island, and we're going beyond our aim point. So here, this looks like a perfect setup here for a broadside takeout of the the-jaguar. So let's see if we can get him, and we almost get him right there. Not quite. So it looks like 6 overpens and one hit. We get an assisted right there, and now we are lined up on the Firotaka. So he is going to disappear before we reload, and it seems like that happens more times than not. So here our best option is to just power up and go around this island and meet up with the Ganget and the Firotaka over there, while the aircraft carrier player still is going at us with the torpedoes. So yeah, like I said, luckily he's just dinging us for the 4,000 damage without causing any floods. If it was a flood, that would be rather devastating, but it is not a flood, and we are ahead a little bit on the destroyed ship count. So we've destroyed 4 of the red team ships, and they've destroyed 3 of ours. And yeah, check that out. I didn't really notice this before, but this is a truncated match, 8 ships per side instead of the normal 9. So the Ganget is gone right there. Doesn't even have a chance. High caliber metal, Citadel hit, and all you need really is 1 Citadel hit to take out a ship like that. And we are up to 87,000 damage and a high caliber medal on 3 destroyed ships. Got 3 ships left, so I am definitely looking for a Kraken at this point. And we are up on bases, so we want to be careful not to get destroyed, because that would be good. You don't want to take a match like this and swing it the other way, and now you've lost the match. So yeah, I have found the Nikolai the First to be pretty accurate and devastating, and that is even before I ranked him up to the max, ranked the commander up to the max. And we are outside of the Omaha's range. He's not going to be around much longer. Looks like he's flooding out or something. And yeah, the Omaha is gone, and aircraft carrier pilot is really going to town on us, and now he's doing the bombs. So if this was any kind of anti-aircraft ship, we'd probably get a clear sky medal, but it seems a little bit like the Agincourt, doesn't it? It doesn't seem like we've gotten any destroyed ships, and to be honest, I don't really look for ships to see whether they have superior AA capabilities or not, and I suspect that the Nikolai at first has the same kind of anti-aircraft armament that the Agincourt has, for example. So yeah, this guy is really giving it to us with multiple torpedo hits and bomb hits. So hopefully we can catch up to the Langley and get around the island here and, well, hopefully take the guy out. But it certainly looks like we are well on our way to winning the match with only 3 minutes left, and we are up by almost 300 points. And here it looks like we get a good broadside on the Firotaka. If we get a lucky hit, we could take that guy out. That would be awesome. And, ooh, we come close right there. We get another Citadel hit over the island. We don't really compensate our aim. We just take whatever the auto aim gives us. And that's what I found with auto aim, is when the ship is hidden behind an island or a mountain or something like that, and you click once for your auto aim and you go with that shot without trying to compensate, and a lot of times you want to adjust your aim forward of wherever the ship is that you're trying to auto aim with. When you're behind the island, though, seems like if you don't make that adjustment, you do pretty well. So I'm not really sure if that's a wives' tale or whether that's really true, but it kind of seems like that is the case more often than not. So the Firotaka is kind of like out of play right here, but the Langley is not. He's just sitting there, and this looks like a good deal right here. And we get the Confederate medal. That is awesome. But now he's going to come at us with some bombs. We only have 7,800 hit points left on the ship, so we can't really tolerate too many of these bomb hits here. And now we started a fire, so that is definitely a bad deal. And we got to hope we can take these guys out within the next minute, because within a minute we'll probably be completely burned down. And there the Firotaka is gone. And it looks like my teammates are going to take care of the Langley, and we are done with the match right here. And I believe we get a Dreadnought medal right there at the end. So we got a fair haul of medals right there. So yeah, 356,000 silver credits. We got some big time XP numbers here because we were running epic boosters across the board. We did 125,000 hit points of damage in a tier 4 match, 82 main gun hits, 2 assisteds, 3 destroyed ships, 3 citadels. You get a Dreadnought, a high caliber, and a Confederate medal. And that is, I'm afraid to say, it's typical performance on the Nikolai the First. So let's see how we did on the team result. And this kind of surprised me, actually. I figured I would end up in first place. I was surprised at the 2020 base XP, but I really did not expect it would be 500 points ahead of the second place player in the match. That is really a pretty good score for tier 4. And yeah, this is why Nikolai the First is my favorite tier 4 battleship in the game, because you can get devastating single shot strikes. Sort of similar to what you can get with the Agincourt and even the Hyuga, which I expect will be my best tier 5 battleship in the game, which may be coming up pretty soon. So anyway, that's it for my best of tier 4 battleship in the game. As always, let me know what you think down below. This is the Jaguar, and I'll see you on the high seas. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you like it.
5 минут до конца боя.
Авианосец врага потоплен.